playoff battle in the West starts off with a bang right here. Game 1. Along with Brett Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, Kevin Harlan. And joining us tonight, Emmy-nominated writer-producer Bill Simmons. Again, you're in the seat, and again, we're so lucky to have you.
I can't believe Brent Barry's here. How'd you get him?
And told him that you were going to come in.
Oh, yeah.
And a lot of sushi. And told him you were going to join us.
Wow. 4 of the greats. I'm so delighted to be here.
Hey, Dave.
Well, James Harden is both famous and infamous with his skill at getting to the foul line. Some don't like it, but Harden says free throws are a part of basketball. Either you're going to foul me or I'm going to score. Putting the pressure on the defense like that is tough. But that's what makes a good player. Kevin, no lies told there.
Well, no doubt, David, he is one of the best. Thank you. And at one point, seems like ISO basketball was falling out of favor, Bill, but the Rockets have made a cornerstone of their success, that very thing.
True. For the regular season. And
right,
for the
and then it
early
changes,
rounds.
doesn't it? Right?
Yeah, I do wonder if it's like the run and shoot with football, where it's this.
You don't trust it, maybe? You don't trust it?
Yeah, it's for the regular season. You're playing a team once. They don't have time to scout it for a bunch of weeks. But, you know, when you get to the playoffs and you're playing the same team 7 times.
Scouting gets better.
Yeah, and players, you just played it 2 nights ago. You did play it against the same offense.
Good point.
Pick up little tricks, and I really wonder if you can win 4 straight rounds doing it.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Andre Roberson out there with Paul. And it's Okeke in at the 3, the small forward. And for Houston, Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Robert Covington out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's Chandler in at the center.
It doesn't matter how a defense plays him. Harden is going to make sure that the three-point shot is a primary weapon.
Now, here's Gallinari. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. A floater, and Covington with a nice bucket inside.
When the player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard them and where your point of commitment is.
Here's Adams, and Covington sends it back. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Covington. Here's Paul, and at last they get one to fall. Here's Westbrook. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Lobbed up there for Chandler. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Tyson Chandler getting up. Isn't he tall enough? Wow.
Thunder have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And the pass to Gallinari. Chandler against Adams. Now here's Roberson. T right on him. Just 5 on the clock. From deep three-point range, Westbrook pulls it in.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And with the 2K Esports League, Bill, players not only get a salary, they can also sign endorsement deals. They're celebrities now unto themselves.
So what are the endorsement deals that the 2K players sign? Is it like hat? Because you're not really moving. Nobody can people see your clothes? They can, right?
They can
so
see your
sneakers,
clothes. Maybe it's a hat. Maybe it's
drinks,
a shirt. All of it.
Do the announcers get endorsement deals? Where's our endorsement deal?
Well, if they don't, we could probably make the stab for it right here.
I'm ready.
This is the venue to do it right here.
I'm ready to do whatever.
Let's change the culture.
CTC.
It's been a slow start here for Oklahoma City. They trail by 9 points. Pass to Okeke. Gallinari right side. Back to Paul. Teardrop shot, and the layup is up and in. Paul's got his second basket.
Love the deft touch from Chris Paul on the floater there. His timing on those shots sublime. And
here's Westbrook. Can't hit that one. Some solid D from Paul. Gallinari wide open. Rebounded by Covington.
I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with one there.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Are you asking me, GA? I'm not sure.
Now here's Harden. 5 points in the game. Outside, Covington. Houston needs to get a shot up. Here's Harden. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. There's Okeke. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Paul against Westbrook. Adams trying to free himself up. His second miss, now 2 of 4 on the game. Bill defenders are doing a better job of challenging the shooter from the side so they don't foul and don't step into that landing space when he comes down from shooting.
Yeah, I don't like the landing space. All that stuff. Like,
what would you call
load management? We have all these phrases now. It's like, how did these phrases come in my life?
Load management is interesting.
Load management's the worst. Where did that start?
I don't know.
Can we just play basketball?
Just like work, yeah. Just you could figure, just rest.
What's the thing they call when the guy travels, but they say it's not? It's like he's gathering the ball. That's another one.
Gathering the
Never
ball.
said gathering the ball in my life until 2 years ago. Enough with the weird phrases.
Yeah. Here's Westbrook. Steven Adams making his last shot over Paul. Tries again. And Chandler lays it in.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for the Thunder. It's a 10-point game. Passes it to Okeke. He kicks it to Roberson. Poked away. And here we go. Harden heading to the hoop. And the jumper off target to finish the break. Down low. That's good from Paul on the assist from Gallinari. And it's 6 points for Chris Paul.
Well, that basket must be widening out right now, Kevin. He's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
Here's Westbrook. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Under trailing by 10. Paul passes to Okeke. Roberson finds Gallinari. Six to shoot. Fires the three. Russell Westbrook with the rebound. Houston leading by 10. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Adams has got 4 rebounds in this game.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Here's Okeke. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Here's Roberson. Hits the front of the rim and out.
And that's how you want to see defense play. Got right up in his face to bother the shot.
That's going to make any scorer uncomfortable when you get that aggressive.
You know, it tells you something about Harden that he's led the league in free throw attempts so many times. This man is always in attacking mode.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Green, he's checked in for Chandler. Manuel House comes in for P.J. Tucker. Gordon's checked in for Robert Covington. And it's Austin Rivers in for Russell Westbrook. Ferguson misses.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Well, how good have they been on the inside tonight, just getting down into the painted area and just dominating, controlling that spot.
Houston leading by 12. Now here's Rivers. Harden outside. Here's the three. Hands it from downtown. Harden's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Rockets. Bill, you look at the awards given out by the league. Most have been around for a while. But is there any award that you'd like to add? Something that's not being touched on in terms of high performance and success?
I think that there should be a playoff MVP. I made this case in my book
that great idea.
There's always like a best guy in every postseason, and I would like to see who that would be. And it's pretty easy to go backwards and figure out who it was. I did that. Just go backwards and have all the backstory of who it should have been, but then going forward, now here are the ones we're adding. I would like to see that. I would also like to see a best bench celebration award, because certain teams just have these guys. They're good at pointing. They're good at fist pumping. First guy during the timeout running over.
Chest bumps.
They have handshakes.
All of it, yeah.
They're waiting at the scorer's table before the game to do the special handshake with each guy. I feel like that guy deserves some shine. Last year, DeAndre Jordan, I think, was one of the first guys I remember who was just great at this before he started playing. Late 2000s clips. I was like, man, this guy's really, he's not playing, but he's really figuring out how to affect the game.
Good. And so here is Oklahoma City following the score by Houston. Gilgeous-Alexander. Rebound by Jeff Green. Rockets leading by 15. Harden outside. Pass to Rivers. Takes a three. Gallinari with the rebound. Oklahoma City's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. The pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. To the left side wing. Ferguson for three. A shot, no good. So Houston will take it the other way. Gordon dishes to Harden. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Good work defensively by Harden.
Well, the D's so tight on him, it makes him alter his shot. And an easy chance turns into a tough one because the defense is swarming.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Gallinari outside. There's Noel. And Eric Gordon pulls it down.
I'm not sure where the lack of focus comes in there, Kevin. That's not like him. The defense is close, but there's enough space to score.
It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 3 assists in the game. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Oklahoma City. Bill, if you were just hired as a GM, which franchise would you model your approach after?
I really like what the Clippers did the last couple of years when they realized they didn't have quite enough to win the title. And instead of just being beholden to being darn close but not quite, they actually like blew it up and tried to figure out how to create cap space, find some young players,
and still stay competitive.
Build
so
the
they kept the momentum of their franchise.
Yeah, they stumbled into a situation where they had a lot of flexibility no matter what. I think the Celtics before them did the same thing in the mid-2000s. They're just trying to find assets and figure it out on the fly. That's the approach I would use. I would never fully commit one way or the other to anything. The goal is to try to accumulate assets and figure out what you have. And I think the smartest teams do that.
And the wide open shot from Green. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Ferguson's shot is good.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Now here's Rivers. And then Rivers with the dunk.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Gallinari with it. Now Green defending. Harden outside, and the jam by Harden.
Yeah, just constantly attacking the paint. Harden does not settle.
Now Gallinari, still looking for his first bucket in this one. Takes the three. And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. Rockets lead by 19. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. There's a great friendship between Melo, LeBron, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Paul. And Chris talked about where all that started.
It's been a sort of long relationship, you know, and obviously me, Bron, Melo, D. Wade have all really got really close. And that stems from the time with the Olympics, USA teams, and then just sharing a lot of the same likes and values and having kids and family and different things like that.
And you see that a lot nowadays. Star players developing friendships and GA spending time with each other off the floor.
Yeah, some people hate it because they want that bad blood you used to see, but no reason you have to hate someone to really compete against them.
And we're ready to get back into the action here in game one. Let's see what this quarter has in store for us. And guys, we've seen the Rockets really take control here.
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
You just couldn't seem to know what it was that they needed to do and how to stick them from outside. The defense pretty lost.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. And so in the game for the Rockets, Austin Rivers is out there with McLemore. And there's Gordon, and it's Green, and it's House in at the power forward position. So here's Gallinari after Eric Gordon's bucket. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Shot clock at 2. Here's Muscala. A second chance effort. He lays it in.
Such a big part of what he does for this team, just work and work on the boards, generate second chance opportunities, and hopefully convert.
Now here's Rivers. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. Now here's McLemore outside. A three-pointer is right on target. They'll name a couple past superstars that didn't always get enough credit for being as dominant as they were.
Moses Malone would be my #1 pick. Probably the best player in the league for 5 years. Dominant in '83, they won the title in Philly. Really gave Kareem a lot of problems. And it was just awesome, and has now just been swept under the rug. Nobody even really remembers. So I would go with him first.
Ever.
Never. Well, it was part of the problem. They were tape delaying games back then, and we didn't have league pass. We didn't have a lot of that stuff. I think he was really underrated, and you kind of never know who's going to endure and who's not going to endure. Just want to read that real quick.
Now here is Gallinari. Nailed from three-point land. Gallinari's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Pass to McLemore. And they double up Gordon to the paint, and stolen by Noel. Here's Ferguson. Oh!
Gallinari at that size can do a little bit of everything, and I like to see him dishing the rock.
McLemore, the pass to Gordon. The Rockets with another miss.
Yeah, still trying to calibrate right now because he had 1 3 in the first quarter, but nothing since.
Here's Gallinari. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That one's on Eric Gordon.
Well, hustle from Gallo there. Remember, at 6'10", he can do that. Makes the right call by going back in and finding possession there.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Daniel House. Robert Covington comes in for Eric Gordon. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Austin Rivers. Under trailing by 15. Pass to Gallinari. And Gallinari throws it down.
Love to see Gallo close to the rim. He really finishes nicely with that jam.
From 12 feet out. Westbrook, no good. Here's Oklahoma City now. They're on an 11-3 run right now. Roberson kicks to Adams. Ball outside. On the wing, Roberson. Adams trying to free himself up. It'll go. The Rocket lead is cut down to 11 on the bucket from Roberson. Bill, you host your own podcast. I've listened to it. I subscribe to it.
Thank you.
I love it. What do you make of so many NBA players now doing the same thing?
Yeah, we have a couple of them. At the Ringer, we have J.J. Redick, and we have Vince Carter and Kent Bazemore. The ones that are good at it take it seriously. It can't be one of those things where, a player says, you know what, I want a podcast, and then it just magically happens. And you got to work on it. You have to use your connections and book your guests, and you have to be candid on the podcast. You can't just show up and just babble. And the guys that have been successful at it are people that could probably have a media career for a living. Like JJ is clearly going to go into media after he retires. Richard Jefferson had a great podcast. He's gone into media. He's really good. Yes. So I think you need a little more talent at it that people realize. And you need the consistency of it. You can't say, I'm starting a podcast and then not do it for 2 months. Like, you have to really stick to it.
Here's Roberson following the basket by Russell Westbrook. Here's Paul. Adams. It's good on the putback.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now here's McLemore. It's Covington on the wing. It's up a three. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. And here's Roberson. Adams outside. Back to Roberson. Ball outside. Poke loose. Stolen by Westbrook. And now the fast break. Westbrook with the ball and finished off by Westbrook.
It might sound strange, Kevin, but you can gain more confidence in your ball handling. That's on display right now from Westbrook. He can just get his shot anywhere on the court he wants it.
Here's Paul. The Rockets making the shot. Stolen by Westbrook. And right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Bill, do you ever think we're going to eliminate conferences in the NBA playoff seeding?
I think that they would have done a 16 seed, no conference playoff format years ago. I think they were really worried about the travel, though. Mm-hmm. And they've looked at it, and they've really studied it, and they've looked at the effects of, let's say Boston plays Portland in round 1, and you're flying 3,100 miles or 3,200 miles in 3 time zones and all that stuff, and it's a 2-2-1-1-1 series. What is the effect on the team if it goes 7? I think they're really afraid of it. Mm-hmm. I wish they did it. I don't like the conferences. I don't really understand them. And over the course of NBA history, they've been really confused by the conferences. I wrote about this in the book of basketball, where we had years where San Antonio was playing in the East for a while, and Baltimore was in the West, which, go look at a map. Baltimore being in the West is ridiculous. Baltimore was in the West, and Philly was in the East, and they're like 50 miles away from each other.
Yeah, made no sense.
So they've never really 100% figured out the conferences, and I just think the 1 through 16 makes more sense.
It would sure be better basketball.
It would be better.
Yeah. Paul against Covington. And Tucker has it in the corner. Fires from deep, and that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Tucker's got 8 points.
Well, Westbrook keeping his options open on that possession, doesn't force the shot, and finds a man breaking free.
Now here's Here's Roberson, guarded by McLemore. To the middle. Here's Okeke, and the basket is good.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
Rockets leading by 17. Pass to McLemore. And another three for Houston.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. And Covington sends it back. Inside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, AM doesn't stand for morning with Westbrook. It stands for attack mode.
For Houston, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. Noel's checked in for Oklahoma City. Thunder trailing by 21. Paul outside. There's the pass to Roberson. Pass to Okeke. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lets the 3 fly. Roberson can't hit.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here's Westbrook. The rejection by Paul.
How about the lightning quick hands there? Chris Paul does a great job of just tracking that ball and then swatting it away.
And it goes down 2 points. Paul's got 6 in the quarter.
Yeah, you got to get up tighter than that. Some players you can give that much room to, but not him.
Westbrook finds Chandler. Over Roberson. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. And that's now 6 points for Tyson Chandler. Here's Paul. 12 points for him. Westbrook with the steal. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
What a performance on the offensive end. He's making the defenders pay right now for all of the mistakes they're making.
Roberson the pass to Paul. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. So it's the Rockets now. Houston leading by 23. Now here's Westbrook. He's got 16 and finished off by Westbrook.
You got your scorecard out, Kevin. That might be a 50, or are we going 100 or 1,000? Westbrook with a unique combination of power and athleticism.
Paul against Westbrook. Now here's Roberson. Tight defense on him. Okeke passes to Adams. Shot clock at 5. 17-foot shot on the way. Roberson can't hit.
Well, he's a guy they count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
For Houston, they have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight. And he can't get the first one. Houston making some changes. Daniel House is checked in for Robert Covington. Gordon comes in for Ben McLemore. And it's Austin Rivers in for Russell Westbrook.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Well, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
Bill, we so appreciate you stopping by, spending some time with us. Always feels like there's so much more to talk about, which means we got to get you back here, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
We'll look forward to that.
Yeah, that'd be great.
You know, Brent, it's a different kind of broadcast with Bill Simmons mic'd up.
Well, the thing about Bill is he's not going to hold back. He has some great, strong opinions, and he backs it up with a lot of facts due to the fact that he knows the history of the game quite well.
And here is Gilgeous-Alexander after Eric Gordon hit the 3. Here's Paul. That one no good. And Houston the other way now. To the inside. It's stolen by Muscala. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Gets that one to drop. First one of the game after 4 straight misses.
Gilgeous-Alexander becoming more and more comfortable where he can score on the floor.
Ball against Gordon. We've got 13 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Passes it to Rivers. The three. The shot missing. Russell Westbrook has been leading the charge for Houston, going on an absolute rampage, piling in the points. He dictated the pace of the entire quarter. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. New Orleans, you guys had a tough time stopping their offense in the first half. What do you have to do differently?
We got to protect the paint. They getting way too many easy baskets. That's us communication on front and the post, and, just communicating a lot more.
We'll see if those changes stick. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, y'all. We're reporting to you live here in this sold-out arena. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. Looking at Houston, boy, have they ever started this series off on the right foot. They've thrown down the gauntlet here in Game 1 with their intensity and effectiveness on both ends of the floor. Now, they've got a little bit of an intimidation factor going into the second half. Kenny, what do you think about the Rockets?
In terms of their offensive performance, that was a very well-played half of basketball. Good ball movement off the ball, hard screens being set, and they found the guy for the open look. That's how they were able to shoot such a tremendous percentage from the field. With that fluid, efficient offense, they'll be tough to catch in the second half.
And big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Thunder.
Not pretty to watch how they get torched in the low post. When they were playing defense in the post, you know me, Ernie. Barbecue chicken alert, barbecue chicken alert. This team is going to have to up the pressure, play more physical in the second half. Start a fight, throw some bowls, let's go.
And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly. Third quarter about to start. See you again after the final.
Horn. Oh, buzzer.
Playoffs, round one. Thanks for joining us as we get back to the action on the court. Well, you look at Russell Westbrook in this game, he has been everywhere.
The burst he's had when going at the rim has been fantastic. A lot of strong finishes through two quarters.
This is why the best athletes in the world play this game. If he finds a hole, he rips through and throws it down.
And we're happy to have you back for more playoff basketball here in round one. So for Oklahoma City right now, Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Paul out there with Roberson. And it's Okeke in at the three slot. Gallinari with it. Westbrook picks him up. Now Gallinari. Second chance shot. It's deflected. And it's Houston on the break. Here's Covington. And the layup's good off the glass. Chandler's got 8.
Chandler has had some years where you would consider him one of the most elite rebounders in the league. Uses his height that time to snag the board.
Here's Paul. Up again. And it's Adams on the follow.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
Harden outside. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
Inside, outside. Harden will attack you from anywhere. Nice play.
Here's Paul. And the shot is long.
1 of 5 here, Kevin, to start the half. Their offense looks like it's shrinking right now.
Bobbed up there for Chandler. An emphatic LU jam.
And Harden is more than just a scorer. He's also got some sensational handles and passing instincts. loves connecting with his teammates.
Here's Paul after the made shot from Tyson Chandler. Over Westbrook. Goes back up. And there's the nice layup by Adams. 10 points for him.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
Now, here is Harden. He's got 18. Jacks up a three, and the three ball is good.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Gallinari surveying the D. A three ball. The rebound by Harden. And Adams with the slam.
The motor right now for Steven Adams is humming on the glass, getting after it.
Houston's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Outside Covington. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got 5 assists tonight.
And I want to see more of that from him. I mean, he's been passing up on his shot more than usual, even though he's hitting the ones that he takes.
The shot's good from Paul.
Once Paul makes up his mind, he does not hesitate on that play and is developing his three-point game later in his career.
Now, here's Westbrook.
Ooh!
Okay.
That's how you attack. Wow! And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. Here's Paul. Gallinari with it. Now Chandler defending. Gallinari finds Adams. And the basket good. A bank shot that time. Adams has got 14 points.
I don't know if you can have a guy that size be a surprising threat on the pick and roll, but Adams can catch the ball and finish through traffic.
Now here's Westbrook. 20 points for him. Here's Okeke. To the middle. Here's Adams. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
This is not a player who likes to be trailing in any game. That lights a fire.
Jeff Green, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker. And Adams, no good on that one.
Well, Adams has his struggles at the free throw line, but he's making strides in that area and still has work to do.
And it's Paul with the ball for the Thunder. And Gallinari kicks to Paul. Over Westbrook. Russell Westbrook with the rebound. Westbrook's got 5 rebounds tonight. Harden the pass to Westbrook. Lets it go from 14. Connects, the jumper drops. Westbrook's got 4 points this quarter.
That's a nice release on the mid-range jump shot. Westbrook getting more consistent from there. Loves the right side especially.
They get it back. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Robert Covington picks one up. The Thunder have not yet made a free throw in the game. 0 of 2 so far. The Rockets making a switch here. Gordon's checked in. Rockets have gone 7 of 11. A lucky field goal percentage here in the third. Yes, that goes in. Harden's got 20.
And it is easy to get spoiled watching Harden. He's had so many games like this in his career, but you still got to appreciate what he does.
Now, here's Roberson. Paul outside. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Paul's got 17 now. For Houston, they've gone 8 of 12 from the field since the beginning of the third. Harden inside the three-point line, and Houston again with the bucket.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
No, he should know better. He knows that's not his game, which is why we don't see him take that shot often.
And the Thunder with the possession here. Jeff Green missing his last shot. Roberson with it. It's stolen by Green. Gordon with no one around. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. He's got 12.
And once Eric Gordon receives that pass, he's just rising up, so a natural rhythmic jump shot.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. Russell Westbrook really making a difference here.
Yeah, he's just torching them right now. A good decision to huddle up, kind of hit the reset button, and figure out how to slow his roll.
Rivers, he's checked in for Houston. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. And Muscala kicks to Ferguson. Pass to Adams. Over Chandler. That one wide left. Houston's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. The Thunder pull it in. Roberson finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Lets a floater go. Bucket is good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Gilgeous-Alexander comes at you in a lot of ways. There's floaters and pull-ups and drives. Pretty gifted offensive player.
Westbrook. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. He'll take his third and fourth free throw shots of the game right here. Noel's checked in for Adams. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
Well, after averaging a triple-double during the 16-17 MVP campaign for Russell Westbrook, he just keeps coming at you. What an electrifying and exciting player.
Now here's Noel. No points in the game yet for him. And here's Rivers. The kick out to Westbrook. And here's Green outside. No good there. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Now here's Roberson. Knocked loose. Chandler with the steal. Now here's Westbrook. Defense right on him. The shot from the low post is good.
Don't say this much about guards, but big boy strength there as Westbrook does not give in to the aggressive defense.
Here's Muscala. Noel trying to break loose.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Now here's Gordon, defended by Roberson, and stolen by Noel. They're running. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Now Roberson. Now the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Softly drops in the floater. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 8.
Always fun to look at. Not tremendously efficient, but the floater, boy, those sure are pretty.
Westbrook passes to Rivers. And it's Noel with the rebound. Noel's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Now here's Roberson, defended by Gordon. Roberson kicks to Ferguson. Shot clock at 6. And the shot is good. 15 points in the game.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Right side Westbrook. And stolen by Noel. Oh, and there's the alley-oop.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit's still large, but now not insurmountable.
Well, the run simply has given them a chance. Great work on both ends. They've got to now ratchet up a notch.
Green inside the three-point line. Another miss by Houston.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go, and you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Now here's Noel. Jeff Green missing his last shot. Just 3 to shoot. Over Gordon. Again, Oklahoma City. 1:15 left in the third quarter. Now here's Westbrook. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Rivers dishes to Green. Tries to keep it alive. No good. And they can't put an end to this drought.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Roberson getting out and quick in transition that time. Excellent at running the route in the open floor.
Now here's Rivers. This one for 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Green's got his first 3 points of the game.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Noel down low. He's guarded by Chandler.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
Excellent play. Just adding fuel to the fire and really trying to put this one out of reach.
This is what great players try to do. They're not allowing the opposition to gain any kind of hope to try and get back in the game.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the miss.
And Green's defense, very important to this team's success. The way he gets up in the face of whoever he's guarding, it becomes infectious to the rest of his guys.
Russell Westbrook has been leading the charge for the Houston Rockets. A terrific quarter for him. And now he has a total of 27 points. Shouldn't take him long to get up over 30. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And we're with you again as our round 1 coverage continues. Rockets leading by 20. They've got P.J. Tucker. McLemore is out there with Austin Rivers. Then there's Gordon, and it's House in at the power forward. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Now here's Rivers. Here's Tucker. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Not a lot of room. Over Rivers. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. And for Houston, they're shooting a tremendous 61% from the floor, hitting on all cylinders. Rivers scanning the floor. Ball's knocked loose. Rocket 6. And stolen by Roberson. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Noel. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Rebounded by Tucker. Tucker's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
And the Rockets making a change here. Harden's checked in. The Thunder also changing it up. Gallinari comes in for Muscala. And Paul subbed in for Roberson. Now here's Paul. Goes up to the stripe. The Thunder with another miss. And it's Rivers with the ball. He brings it up for the Rockets. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Gallinari against Gordon. Thunder with the rebound. Noel's got 6 rebounds now in the game. A nice shot by Okeke.
Great effort and gets in a little razzle-dazzle at the end of that one.
Yeah, why not? Show a little creativity, get inside, move that ball around, just make sure you score.
Now here's Gordon. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Gallinari's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Six on the shot clock. And it's good for 2.
You could make the case that Gallo should have got a whistle there, but you still have to give him props for finishing on that difficult drive. Yeah, I said props.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. It's Harden with the drive. Good from the moment it left his hand. That makes him 10 for 14.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, that man is going for the jugular.
Pass to Gallinari. Noel trying to break loose. A nice shot by Gallinari.
And Gallo knows how to finish through contact. Excellent touch from there from the big fella.
Rivers passes to Gordon. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. Robert Covington's checked in for Gordon. Adams, he's checked in for the Thunder. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Rivers against Paul, and that's a foul called on Gallinari. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
Rivers with it. And here's Tucker. Harden outside. Pocket 6. Over Paul.
Well, Chris Paul, a terrific defender, uses his speed well right there to cover some ground.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Daniel House. That'll be his second foul of the game. Ball against Rivers. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Love how Paul angles his body when he feels that contact and then pushes off and draws the foul every time.
Both free throws good from Paul. Rockets leading by 20. Rivers with it. Chris Paul covering, and Chris Paul picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Now here's Covington. Kicks it to Tucker from outside the arc, and he's good on the 3-ball. Tucker's got a couple of 3-pointers now in the fourth for Houston.
Guys, he can't miss. I swear, he was trying to miss that. He did not miss. That means he can't miss.
Now here's Adams. He dishes it to Gallinari. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Rain.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Here's Covington. Some solid defense from Gallinari. Here's Okeke. They get a hand on it. He kicks to Adams. 3-pointer. And the Thunder another 3.
And it's getting late, guys, but all of a sudden they have hope when just a little while ago it looked like hope was lost.
Here's Rivers. That shot no good. Some solid defense from Gallinari.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
Good on the shot.
I mean, the stroke looks good. He's moving well out there. What a sensational start to this game. Perfect from the field.
Now, here is Harden. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And it's now 26 points for James Harden.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Stolen by Tucker. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Harden's got the ball and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Free throw drops for House. The Rockets making a switch here. Westbrook's checked in, and a switch here also for Oklahoma City. Roberson, he's checked in. To the left wing. Here's Paul. Rebounded by Tucker.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down. Try to get some easy ones.
From deep, Harden. Thunder with the rebound. Adams has got rebound number 17, if you can believe that.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Paul passes to Okeke. Gallinari outside. Shot clock at 6. Paul outside. Lets it go from deep. The Thunder with another miss.
Just not sure if he ran out of energy at halftime or what, but so far just not himself in the second half.
Westbrook kicks to Covington. He's looking for Tucker and finds him. And that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
Yeah, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
Tyson Chandler, who's checked in for Houston. Thunder trailing by 20. Paul right side. Over Westbrook. And it's off the back rim, no good.
And his poor shooting is a big reason that they're staring at this deficit right now. He needs to get on track if they're going to find a way to win. Yeah, that's not an assignment that I want there, Kevin. I'd rather do math homework than to try and cover that guy.
Here's Paul. James Harden picking up that last basket. Here's Gallinari, and Gallinari throws it down.
This is why you love Chris Paul running your offense. Just move without the ball, find some space, and the ball will find you.
Now here's Harden. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Down the stretch, he's been flat out awesome. He helped them get the lead, and now he's making sure they keep it.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it. Paul looking over the floor. Passes to Gallinari. Kicks to Roberson. Adams dishes to Roberson. No good. The Rockets go the other way with it. A shot by Harden, wide open, but they recover it. Outside Covington. Here's the triple. Houston with a new 14. Outside Westbrook. Back to Chandler. Pass to Covington. He kicks it to Harden. They get it back. Tucker. And they finally get it to go. A full night's work on the boards in one trip down the floor.
And they've gotten very aggressive on the offensive glass here in the second half, getting a lot of second chance points.
Now, here is Gallinari. Stolen by Tucker. To the wing on the left. Tips it. Chandler down low. That one rolling around and rims out. Oklahoma City's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. The pass to Okeke. Ball against Westbrook. Paul kicks to Gallinari. Good, and Paul gets the assist. 21 points for Gallinari.
Gallo tonight really thinking his game and knocking down a lot of shots.
Harden finds Westbrook. Now here's Covington, defended by Paul. picked his pocket. Fast break, here they come. Here's Adams. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet. Adams has got 19 points.
Hey, you wonder at times if the offense should explore Steven Adams a little bit more. He collects.
It's Westbrook with the drive, and the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
A tremendous boost for these guys as this game winds down, and what will be a win here in game one of the series for the Rockets.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Russell Westbrook.
You can do a lot to change a game other than scoring, and it was his quick hands on the defensive end that put them in the driver's seat.
Well, Russell does historic things, and maybe tonight's another one.
There's a minute left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Burton, and it's blocked. Now Frazier. Pass to Caboclo. Outside Westbrook. 6 to shoot. A nice shot by Caboclo.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
Here's Nader. Passes it to Burton. Fires the three. Rebounded by Caboclo. Now here's Westbrook. He's guarded closely. Pass to Hartenstein. Fires for three. Can't get it to fall. So we see Houston taking the W here. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
You know, Kevin, momentum so critical. And you know they'll want to ride this wave into game two.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Tyson. Great work by the team lately and again tonight. What has been the key to this run?
We've been playing very hard as a team. You know, it's all about team defense, team offense. We've been sharing the ball, and we just got to continue this streak.
Well, we'll see if we can keep it going. Congratulations. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up, folks. We hope you've enjoyed our broadcast of the NBA Western Conference quarterfinals. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports.